Well, go on my fellow nerds and nerdettes, it's your boy Mindstate here. It's showcase season and I tuned into the 2024 Guerrilla Collector's Showcase for the very first time. I was pleasantly surprised. If you're an indie fan, you're going to be about as gassed as I am with a great selection of games coming soon. Here's some of my favourites in no particular order. Let's get to it. First up, we got a game called Reckless by Free Range Games. The dev team behind this actually worked on some of the classic Tony Hawk's games back in the 2000s. It's a 50-person, co-op, lobby-based skateboarding game with cel-shaded graphics and arcade physics. Back to the classics. It's got a real-time build system, and you can collaborate to build crazy parks and then share them with the rest of the community. It's also got mad customization with over 100 different items to customize your skater with. You can record your lines and leave them like Elden Ring signposts for other people to come and see. It's time for us to get social again and meet up in the park and let's have a good time. Also, they use one of my favourite Joey Valance and Bray tracks for the trailer. Reckless is coming soon at the end of the year on Steam. But according to Twitter, they're also putting it out on console sometime soon. If you're looking for a classic style skateboarding game, this is the one to look out for. Next up is a game called Knights in Tight Spaces, developed by Ground Shatter and published by the fantastic Raw Fury. It's a tactical deck building roguelike with an emphasis on combos, team up abilities and momentum. As the name suggests, every fight is in a small grid and you have to master your surroundings around obstacles and groups of enemies. The art style here is really unique with a half cel shaded style and a half medieval illustration sort of style. There are the 300 casts to utilise and upgrade, as well as different classes and gear to equip. This one might be next up as a deck building classic. Knights in Tight Spaces is coming soon to Steam, but there's also a demo out right now, so go and check it out. Next up is a game called Demon School. It's developed by Necrosoft. It's a tactical RPG with a twist. Attacking enemies along a grid moves them around, allowing for team combo potential. You play as Faye and her team of schoolmates during their university semester on a strange island where the demon world is invading. It's got a fantastic retro styling reminiscent of the PS1 era with some unique, diverse character design and a horror aesthetic. You know, for the guys that aren't necessarily super into actually playing a horror game. A lot of this game shows its Shin Megami Tensei influence straight on its shoulder. You have to explore around the school, plan your schedule, and that helps you level up your characters and abilities, as well as gain new teammates when you explore around the island. Demon School is coming soon to Steam, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. But where's the demo at? Come on, I want to play this. This looks so dope. Next up, we've got the Transylvania Adventure Simon Quest, developed by Programmancer. This is a classic Vania tribute game in the style of the often forgotten Simon's Quest. Take control of Simon to travel the world, resurrect Dracula piece by piece, and kill him again after he's already killed by Stan Helsing. Jealous much? This game has an open world, non-linear 8-bit adventure style with mini games galore, multiple weapons, endings, and a built-in randomizer to change the game up a bit. I love the way how this has this classic Simon's Quest style. It really stood out to me as something that was so close to the original, I almost thought it was a brand new title. There's even a section in this game which is inspired by infamous Battletoads level. You know, that level. The Transylvania Adventure Simon Quest coming out in 2025 on Steam, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation and Xbox. If you've been wanting to play a classic Castlevania, here's your chance. Next up is a game called Cataclysmo, which is developed by Digital Sun, creators of the shopkeeping hybrid RPG, Moonlighter. It's a real-time strategy and tower defense game with a brilliant new concept. Through a 30-hour single-player campaign packed with voice acting and in-depth cutscenes, you can build your stronghold brick by brick, with traps, troop placement, and more. You can also upgrade your citadel with functional buildings to unlock new upgrades. Positioning is important in order to strategically counter the waves. When nighttime comes, it's time to fight against hordes of terrorists. Real-time physics actually affect the environment. Your crumbling castle can kill enemies, but they can also kill your friendlies alike. Multiple modes are in this game as well, including survival mode, a creative if you just want to build castles, and skirmish with newly designed maps. Cataclysmo is coming out on July the 16th on Steam. Check it out. Up next we got a game called Dungeon Crawler. You heard me right, Crawler, and it's developed by Stray Fawn. Continuing the trend of redefining the roguelike genre, this is a deck builder like no other. Fight your way through the dungeon of an evil lord that stole your rabbit paw. Quite literally. Scoop up your attacks and abilities with the claw machine mechanic, unlock more items in pachinko machines, and discover lucky charms to help you along the way. Play with multiple characters and discover secret locations on your journey. This will definitely satisfy your itch if you're into gacha and gambling and you know, all that sort of stuff. But remember, claw responsibly. Dungeon Crawler is coming out later this year on Steam. Check out the demo now though. Now we've got something that's going to satisfy the RPG fans out there. It's a game called Sky Oceans Wings for Hire, and it's developed by Octoto Studios and attributes to JRPG games like Skies of Arcadia on the Dreamcast. This beautiful homage features a heartfelt narrative following Glenn Windwalker and his team of sky pirates. Explore towns on foot and meet unique characters and pick up new missions. Upgrade your ship, the Nimbus, along your story, recruiting new air pirates who give you new abilities and expanding your departments with strategy in mind. The graphics are a full-on Ghibli fest, with an anime aesthetic that's actually quite akin to the Western sensibility accessibility. I love the style of this game. To see a game that actually relies more on combat in the sky rather than on the ground, really unique. Sky Ocean's Wings for Hire is coming out this year on Steam, Nintendo Switch, PS5 and Xbox. We've been seeing a lot of creature features recently, and by that I mean creature collecting. This is a game that looks really interesting in my eyes, as it's taking the roguelike genre into another new level. This is Aethermancer, developed by Morai Games. This is another Mon-inspired creature collecting game, but this time it's a roguelike with 3v3 battles and a unique Aether resource management system. Explore procedurally generated levels through the fractured ruins and sneak up on enemies for an advantage. Utilize elements to stagger your enemies and synergize attacks with different tactics in every run. Raise your monsters with a full trait system and combine them for unique approaches. But once a monster dies, it's gone for the rest of the run and their abilities are reset. But hey, at least you get to try a different approach next time. I love the tailored pixel art style with well-tuned sprites. It's something that we come to see from the indie market, and I love that this trend is still continuing. Aethermancer is coming soon on Steam. Next up is a game called Elsie, which is developed by Night Shift Games. Elsie is a side-scrolling platform-filled roguelite that I spotted at WASD this year actually. Never got a chance to play it though. Kinda wish I did. Channeling a Mega Man style fight through multiple stages on planet Ekis, a world of colourful procedural pixel perfection. Shoot, slash and parry against enemies and traverse with wall jumps and more. Choose unique builds for every run, combining abilities dependent on your playstyle, and fight challenging bosses and get that memory working against their bullet hell patterns. Choose between the titular Elsie or get your melee fix with Andrew, turning the game into a brawler. This game is brilliantly voice acted, full on colour and retro vibes. I can't wait for it. Elsie's release date is to be announced, but it's set to land on the Switch, PS5 and Steam. Alright, you ready to get your ball on? This is a brilliantly unique game called Pinball Spire, developed by Apparition Games. Pinball Spire is a one-of-a-kind pinball game with multiple pinball-style levels, interlinking the world between different levels as you climb up the spire. Explore a mysterious tower as Pip, with pinball mechanics that will change your perception on platforming. Pip himself also has abilities, powered by mana, allowing other methods of traversal. You can find secret areas, bounce off enemies, and discover a unique story full of mystery. This is why I love indie. Come on, like who can come up with a concept like this in AAA space? Pinball Spire is coming soon on Steam. Check out the demo now though, it looks pretty cool. Last but not least, we got a game called Evil v Evil, which is developed by Toadman. Evil v Evil is an online co-op PvE FPS inspired by vampire mechanics and horde shooters like Left 4 Dead and Killing Floor. Play as a vampire with up to 2 friends with a wide variety of weapons and class abilities. Level up your weapons with abilities like life stealing and explosive rounds. Battle through a cyberpunk world against demonic forces and uncover the plans of Zagreus and his cultists and save humanity with evil. With aesthetics that feel straight out of a Grasshopper manufactured game, except if they made vampire games. This was like hella fun with friends. Evil v Evil is coming out on the 16th of July on PlayStation, Xbox and Steam. Check out the demo now as well. So that's it guys. Guerrilla Collective really actually surprised me, and considering the fact that I've never seen one of their showcases, I was genuinely gassed to see all the games that they had on offer and that they were promoting for these brilliant teams. Indie is looking better than ever. With unique concepts and game stylings, it's no wonder that they're showing up. And hey, I hope you found something that tickles your fancy. If you want to go and check it out for yourself, as there's probably a lot of stuff that I missed, you can go and check it out right now over the link down below. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Go and wishlist these games, man. And don't forget to like, comment your favourite game from the selection below, and subscribe for more gaming news, playthroughs, and video essays. It's been your boy Mindstate. Thanks so much for rocking with me, and I'll catch you guys soon. In a bit. Peace.